your composition for the last game of the El Clasico in the playoffs, folks. Arashi, I want to hear your thoughts here. Which composition do you lean for?
I think the way things are working out, I look at RRQ's composition, I think has a lot more solid possibilities. Whereas for EVOS, can it work out? Absolutely. But there's a lot of factors that need to stack up for EVOS to actually get success in game number 5 right here. So I would cast my vote for RRQ.
What about you, Aterna? Real quick before we jump to the portal.
If Masha was a roamer, I think I would prefer RRQ Hoshi's in a sense that they can kind of even out the aggression from the side of EVOS Legends in that early game because, man, EVOS Legends, they're going very aggressive as... Let's just jump into the portal.
Let's just jump into the portal. Ladies and gentlemen, it is game number 5, the last game of El Clasico between EVOS Legends and as well as RRQ. Hashtag your votes here. Viva RRQ or hashtag EVOS Legends.
I mean, I wouldn't mind doing a hashtag Viva
Yeah, why
Arashi
not?
either. You
Why
know,
not?
either way, whatever floats your boat, I think both goes. But as you can see here, both junglers are going to be going ham onto their respective buffs. It is Fursic on the Baxia in that jungle position, even without the Angela. So we'll see how the synergy comes through between the Rafaela as well as the Baxia, because sometimes I've been in that position as the Rafaela for the Baxia. I get, like, he moves way faster than I do.
Yeah, with the Shulindi, of course, the mobility is heavily favoring towards that Baxia, but yeah, that lethal battle was won by Baxia. Right now, Vin is jumped to a quarter of a HP here. Needs to be careful. Yeah, still surviving. No first blood just yet. It is EVOS Legends winning the trades.
Man, luckily, Krite has not yet reached level 4, or not that Dawning Light would have just obliterated both of them, perhaps, at this stage. But in this early game, it does seem like EVOS Legends have the upper hand in terms of gold. They are sitting at a 500 gold lead. Anti-Mage is leading, in a sense, in his respective lane, as is the Popol and Koopa going against that Brody in that bottom lane.
Right,
Now-
EVOS now has a chance to actually make something happen, but Rex,
Yeah, Rex is the target. First of all, led immediately for EVOS. No, RRQ Hoshi presented to you by Samsung Galaxy A series. And no compensation. Rex was out of position there. And there you go.
Yeah, it seems like RRQ Hoshi now, they're waiting for a play here. Maybe they are trying to set up for this next turtle. But EVOS Legends, they're in that area too.
right, and so if they want to go for the aggressive playstyles here, RRQ Hoshi can make something happen. They are all level 4, so the Dawning Light as well as the Holy Baptism can still come in from the side of EVOS Legends. They need to make sure they don't at least crowd around.
Yeah, they need to make sure that they're not crowded around, but unfortunately, Vin is nowhere near his friends. He gets taken out, but Albert wants the turtle, gets it! The turtle has been stolen, but Fursic right now is quite low. Rafaela is there to heal him up, but in the backside, Anti-Mage is the target. It's too much though, as Albert gets taken down and Fursic survives.
Yeah, 1-4-0 trade for the side of RRQ Hoshi. Sorry, EVOS Legends is now. We can get a little look into the emblems that they have actually opted to go for, Arashi.
Right, I mean, for R7, you can see it's just full-on damage and a bit more sustainability. He wants to go toe-to-toe and actually be that deciding, fighter in that later stages of the game. He tried to secure the kill earlier, but it was just a bit too much, right? Fursic is just so tanky on that Baxia, who has that attack speed emblem as well. So he is committed to just farming up a Storm and immediately taking care of business during those team fights.
Those traps just immediately located the whereabouts of Vin there. So once again, Popol and Koopa doing his job top side. Marsha is half HP. Circling Eagle committed on towards Krite. There were no follow-up damage just yet. A wasted ult there, I could say, but the purple buff will definitely be secured in the hands of Fursic.
Yeah, it's a little difficult. Even if Vin wants to go in aggressive onto the members of EVOS Legends, Rekt is definitely there to try and deny it in any shape or form he can with the healing, with the increased... Oh, wait a minute, movement speed, but Skylar here might be caught out, but not just yet. EVOS Legends are very disciplined for now. They are leading with a 1,300 gold lead. What do they have in store for us with that lead?
Well, so far, the items are still in progress, but Anti-Mage already building towards more physical defense for sure. Wanted to make sure that he can go toe-to-toe against R7 and at least not get sent back to base. But for EVOS Legends, they're making great use of their crowd control though, so they are just like trying to make sure they get all the picks on the members that matter, like Skylar, for example.
Yeah, Skylar here needs to be careful. Oh my lord, the stun connects and Skylar will not survive as Versik might be next here because the damage is just there's Albert flanking. Albert wants more, but Rex in the front side trying to distract, gets the distraction and sacrificed his life.
1-for-1 trade for both teams. It is going to be the roamer for the gold laner though, so still in favor for the side of EVOS Legends as now they have increased to a 2,000 gold lead. But the question is, the turtle is up. It doesn't seem like any of them are committing onto it just yet. Versik is and seems to be rotating it towards that mini-map, and it might just go uncontested to the hands of RRQ Hoshi.
Alright, that's the price they pay for giving up Skylar. And EVOS Legends though, as you can see, if they want to go for these switchier heroes, they can absolutely do so. So if RRQ Hoshi wants to make sure that Skylar, as in the previous game, gets a good laning phase and is that strong carry in the late game, maybe they want to assign Vin to try and do some babysitting until he's at least a bit stronger.
Yeah, for now, it is the bot side occupied by 3 members of RRQ Hoshi. Clover gets the clear though, so immediate rotation by the members here. Purple buff is up for Karina. Perhaps EVOS Legends would like to contest here, but no proactive movements from both teams.
Yeah, it seems like both teams are playing quite safe for the moment. It is going to be the calm before the storm. There is still 80 seconds on the clock for the next turtle. EVOS Legends or RRQ Hoshi could be setting up for this, but Vin!
Shield Unity connects, and of course follow-up damage will be there. Right now though, 2v3 in the mid side. Not looking too good for side of RRQ. Clay Albert disengaging from that fight as EVOS Legends looks to expand their lead here. Versik already targeting the bot side. Perhaps Skylar will be the target here as Clover will pick up the turret bot side. EVOS Legends, they do not forget about the objectives here.
Yeah, that's super important because RRQ Hoshi, they are going for these brawls, but not one tower has been taken towards their name. And meanwhile, Uranus there is busy on that top side, going for another turret that is going to be claimed once again for the side of EVOS Legends. Even though RRQ Hoshi, they seem to have the aggression, they seem to be falling short on the objectives on the map this time around.
I think that it's just based on the pressure that EVOS Legends has. They have a lot more mobility, so they're able to actually pressure everyone from RRQ Hoshi back away from their own turrets and eventually just whittle them down. So EVOS Legends, they can abuse this until a certain point, but once RRQ Hoshi, right, once they get tanky enough to actually withstand the damage, it becomes a whole different ballgame. RRQ Hoshi will have the advantage when it comes to DPS because Clay is on that Lilia, and we know that damage in the late game is going to be very, very painful.
The last turtle has spawned here in the Land of Dawn, and both teams already in that vicinity trying to battle that Lethal Wanderer. Both parties, both junglers have the retribution here, so perhaps we might see a contest. Vin chunk to half HP, circling Eagle connects onto his Cry. This might be it. Cry is the target, and he gets taken down. Shutdown is there as Rex is next. 2 members from side of EVOS Legends is just gone in the Land of Dawn, and this is RRQ building their momentum. They want the mid side as well. First Tech has nothing to do, can't do anything about it, and they will surely fall. RRQ Hoshi with more objectives on the board here. EVOS Legends slowly but surely with their gold lead here. Yeah, it will lose.
Oh, that dawning light almost took out that turtle. That would have been insane play from the side of EVOS Legends. Unfortunately, it was just a little bit too early, but for now, RRQ Hoshi, it was a 2-for-0 trade for them. EVOS Legends, they were looking for some type of compensation as Clover was pushing in that top side, but unfortunately, Masha was quick to follow.
Right, once again, it's juicy target for the composition of RRQ. Gets taken down in what, 2 minutes? Twice? RRQ Hoshi, they are building their pace here. Of course, EVOS Legends still has the better map control here. So, Aterna, what do you think?
Yeah, the question is now, EVOS Legends with what initially was quite a gold lead has now actually shrunk into a 1,300 gold lead. And they're not letting this go, Arashi.
Exactly. Proactiveness from both teams really showing here because if you can see, whoever makes the first move and gets the damage out first, they can most likely take out their target, right? Krite as well as Vin has been the targets respectively. So the target selection from RRQ Hoshi is a lot better as Skylar now has the BOD, has the Brute Force Breastplate as well, and everyone else building defensively except for Clay with that Ice Queen's 1 utility that will make it very difficult for Anti-Mage as well as Fairsec to try and get the impact they want in this game. And he might go for a Genius 1 or perhaps even a Glowing 1 after that, considering the tankiness of the people involved in game number 5 right now.
Yeah, looking at the items, I feel like Scholar is still building rather respectively here. Brute Force Blessed Plate, as you mentioned, Arashi, but Ice Queen 1 already secured by Clay here, so when EVOS is clumped up, that is low-key what Clay wants. We will have to see the approach here there now.
The gold lead just keeps on swifting back and forth here. EVOS Legends now 1,500 gold lead. The Lord is on its way. And now EVOS Legends, they seem to be setting up for this. The traps are open to open up some vision around. But RRQ Hoshi, I think they do have a really good chance of bringing this.
Right, I mean, right now, do you see that at the bottom side, Anti-Mage and R7 is duking it out, so Clover won't be able to actually execute the tower demolition meta that we have seen being so much of a pain for all these teams in the MPL right now. RRQ Hoshi is waiting for that sweet engage. If he can get on to fight yet again, that will be a great fight for them to take.
Information, Karina is outside and they will look to secure the Lord early here. First stick already with their retribution, but oh my god, Vin gets obliterated off the bat, but Clay in the backside, dealing out damage as well as Skylar here. Right now, Skylar has gone fall as well, 2 for 2. But first stick still survives. Anti-Mage trying to find anything, but Albert is going to fall it there now.
3-for-2 trade for the side of RRQ Hoshi and counting.
Wow.
It is actually a 4-0. R7 is the only member up for the side of RRQ Hoshi and EVOS Legends. They're looking to claim this Lord.
A little mistake there. Karina opening the map information, of course, and of course EVOS Legends will definitely go for the
First
my god, First Stick is in trouble. R7, what are you doing, my guy? He is committing. Vin gets the circling eagle. The Lord will fall into the hands of R7. RRQ Hoshi is just too crazy. R7 with the plays.
R7 with the plays, taking down First Stick, denying that retribution battle, and eventually claiming, stealing that Lord for themselves. This is a huge moment for the side of RRQ Hoshi. The momentum has definitely shifted, and EVOS Legends are back on the defense.
I'm astounded here, folks, in the caster. That's Anti-Mage still surviving, taking a lot of hefty damage there by what, 3-4 members from side of RRQ. Lord is marching top side. Masha is manipulating the bot side lanes as well. Lord, right now it's already controlled by EVOS here. No, yeah, the base turret is still untouchable there. RRQ Hoshi still with a rather comfortable lead, I should say, here, minute number 12.
2 towers taken on the back of that great play by Captain R7. What an insane play. He just calculated that perfectly, and despite the best efforts from EVOS, that was just a bit too risky. Right now, with the gold swing, 1.8k gold difference, looking at the player's gold by living by Mandiri, Skylar, despite everything, is still on top, followed closely by Clover. So these two gold laners will be duking it out, but Skylar will have a lot more damage compared to the Popo and Koopa.
Yeah, the thing is about the Brody, he can do AoE damage in a sense, in a way, if he does it properly, right?
Yep.
But the problem is with the Popo and Koopa, it is single target. So in a way that if RRQ Hoshi just goes on quickly onto EVOS Legends, it is going to be very hard to deal out the damage that is impossible. But wait a minute, Vin gets caught out.
It's a mistake. A lot of resources there was popped. Holy Baptism and as well as, of course, spell skills were used on towards Vin. Item though, Arashi, take it away.
And the items, the NOD, again, respecting the regen potential for the side of EVOS Legends. The Clay goes for that, along with the Ice Queen's Wand. So, again, clumped up AoE fights will be very beneficial. And right now, 3 tanky members in Vin, Albert, and R7. So, EVOS Legends, they need some DPS. Otherwise, RRQ are just gonna simply outlast their damage.
That's the big problem here. And I just realized the gold lead has actually shifted to the hands of RRQ Hoshi. 2,600 gold lead, almost 3,000 at this point here in the 13th minute, as EVOS Legends as well as RRQ Hoshi, they seem to be looking for that proper opening. Let's see if that Holy Baptism can do something at this stage.
I really do think that RRQ Hoshi, they like a bit of crowd control, because whenever they try and catch someone,
Vin is in trouble, flickers away, but Clover gets the kill. 1-0 here as EVOS Legends, the White Tigers awake. Right now, perhaps they might want war here. RRQ, they are relatively healthy here, HP-wise, but yeah, of course, a man down is not wise. They disengage. A bad timing for Vin. Lord is up, and Anti-Mage here, opening vision, opening maps, First Stick with that shield unity, trying to find targets perhaps. But it will be a 5v4 here, Terna. Masha with the 2 Guardian helmets. still surviving here. It's opening vision.
Oh!
Using the ult all towards Clover. Immediate Aegis bombs, but Dawning Light as well here. Clay from the backside trying to dish out damage as Albert with that Immortal though will not survive. Can Albert be taken down here? It's very sick. And Anti-Mage finally claims that little life of Albert there. My God.
Albert gets taken down here as the Circling Eagle connects onto Rek, but luckily Rek is still able to flicker out of that one. But oh my God!
Skylar is just there with the flicker, calculations, and boom, bang, bada bing, wrecked, gets obliterated.
The torn apart memory time and time again has been such a reliable source of either utility or even damage, being able to take down Wrecked, as well as buy a lot of time for the side of RRQ Hoshi when EVOS Legends were forced to actually disengage, even though they had the man advantage towards this next Lord.
In the beginning of that fight there, you see Clay was actually not in place, but now the Lord.
The Lord gets stolen by none other than Clay! Clay on that Lilia with the clutch bombs! And bye-bye EVOS Legends! The kings of kings have the Lord. This might be it.
This might be it. With a 4,000 gold lead, a Lord on their way, 15 minutes in. It's so intense.
It's absolutely intense, and right now, despite having the high ground, I'm not sure if Krite can do enough damage to the Lord. As we take a look at the real-time win probability presented to you by the Samsung Galaxy A series, 67% towards RRQ Hoshi. Can EVOS Legends win? Maybe, but that will depend. Albert will take away the purple buff from the side of EVOS Legends as well.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? No retributions, but Clay prevails. Lord is marching bot side, RRQ sieging the mid side. EVOS Krite here is going to be the main pillar as defending high ground. Their high ground, perhaps they might succeed, but Lord already charging the bot side. And yeah, bot side will surely fall. Oh, never mind. EVOS Legends manages to defend that one as the mid side will be the next target. Nope, best target bot side is fallen, has fallen, and the mid side as well. Right now, Anti-Mage is in trouble, escaping that one. But no openings whatsoever from both of the teams just yet.
Yeah, 2 inhibitor turrets have been taken by the side of RRQ Hoshi as they are pushing with a 5,000 gold lead here in the 17th minute. The Dawning Light does do its job at clearing the minions, but that's all that they can do. EVOS Legends are slowly alleviating the initial wave pressure that RRQ Hoshi have built, and now there is some breathing time for EVOS Legends.
Absolutely, man. Honestly, they have to just go back to the game plan and go for the proper pickoffs, because now when the fights get chaotic like this, they just are losing control. RRQ Hoshi, this is what they like to do, right? Everything is happening so fast that you're not quite sure what is going on.
Yep. 5 men clumped up there by the side of EVOS Legends. Perhaps that is why they banned out the Atlas as well. And RRQ. Right now, they are sieging slowly, trying to take off. Oh, Circling Eagle connects on toward the backside. Krite is the right target. Oh, the backup is there, though. R7 might be in trouble here as Krite survives. Dawning Light also is there to help him out. No casualties from both teams, but nice attempt from side of RRQ.
That was huge, using the Circling Eagle to be able to guide all the members from the side of RRQ Hoshi in towards that backline. The Masha just went in ham onto Krite, but unfortunately for the side of RRQ Hoshi, they weren't able to do much with it, as a backup from EVOS Legends were definitely there.
That was the sprint used by Krite to get out of that situation, though. So the next time that play is attempted, that won't be available. Krite will need to have a solution to that. Either someone needs to cover for him, or he needs to position back enough. But in 2 seconds, Lord will be up, and RRQ are absolutely in place to try and take it, or bait a fight and set a trap for EVOS Legend.
Yeah, I feel like the second option is the way to go. Just bait it out for information. Oh my God, they might commit on towards this one. Albert is in the front line here, trying to find. Krite might be the target here. He is in an awkward position, but the ultimate disengage from side of RRQ, seeing that there is no clear opening. They just want to stay disciplined. First, though, with that shield unity, trying to find an opening himself as well, trying to find the right target. Lord is still chunked here by Albert. And EVOS, can they do it? They have to clear top side here. Remember, top side is slowly but surely pushing. So one member from side of EVOS Legends should definitely control that wave. As EVOS Legends disengaging here. Perhaps this might be it.
Exactly. You see that RRQ Hoshi, they're essentially just outlasting the damage, and now they force pressing to go to the top side.
Dawning
And-
light.
Yeah.
Albert connects there with that retribution, but Anti-Mage forces to use that consecration as well. EVOS Legends down 3 ults for that Lord Siege. But yeah, EVOS Legends opting for a defense once again.
It's so difficult because either way EVOS Legends wants to go for it. Those minions are going to be favoring RRQ Hoshi. They are pushing, and EVOS Legends, they need to take extra care when they want to manipulate this. But Arashi, 19 minutes, almost 20 minutes in. Are there any changes to the items?
I'm not sure of the changes, but R7 has 3 Sky Guardian helmets on that
Huge.
Masha, and
Holy.
he is almost able to one-shot Kride. So that is ridiculous. Kride now has the Holy Crystal. I'm not sure what his last item will be, but he has double penetration as well. He is one of the main long-distance damage dealers from his team. But as the Lord comes in, RRQ Hoshi, they close in for the kill.
This might be a 3 ways pushing here. Top side base turret will fall. EVOS still defending with 5, as well as RRQ offending with 5.
damage from Clay.
Oh my god, the damage from Sky was just too much. Everything, every member from EVOS is just everywhere. Bodies, and this is El Clasico, ladies and gentlemen. RRQ with a comeback from 2-0 to a 3-2.
The Kings of Kings are officially back with an astounding performance against EVOS Legends. EVOS Legends now are forced to go in towards that lower bracket, and RRQ Hoshi will move forward.
I can't believe it, man.
What a day!
Starting
What a series! And RRQ prevails on top.
Absolutely, man. It began with a 0-2 score for the Kings of Kings, but in the end, they have forced the Tigers to kneel. This is a great moment. This is what we've expected from El Clasico. It's been a tiring day, but it's absolutely a rewarding day to be on duty.